Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with, well, currently nobody, but that is about to change. At least I think it is, because, well, we got a job offer. It's just a question of whether we take it. And, well, I think I'm going to. It's going to be very interesting. It's a very different challenge. It's a big-ish club. It's debatable. In FM terms, it's a big club with a good squad. But the situation we're inheriting them in is not very good. Think Inter Milan, but, well, 5 times worse. As you can see from the time, it is the 21st of November 2032. We're somewhere into the season and, well, one team has had a very, very, very bad start. You've seen the thumbnail. I couldn't not put it in there. We have been offered the Tottenham job and, well, I'm going to take it. It's not really been a happy start to the season for Spurs. Not really been happy at all. I say that. There's a big positive, and that big positive is that we are in top of the group in the Europa League so far after 4 games. Fantastic. In the Europa League, safely qualified for the next round. If we beat Real Sociedad in our first game in charge, we will be already safely through to the second knockout round. It's literally ideal. The less good thing is that somehow Tottenham are currently bottom of the Premier League, which, just the 3 wins, 8 defeats from the opening 12 games. It's not gone well. And the best part is that literally yesterday, lost 1-0 at home to West Brom. Couldn't you have appointed me a day earlier? That would have been appreciated. Literally relegation 6-pointer there already. But look, there's a winnable run of games coming up. We can turn this around. I am confident that if anyone can turn this around, it's us. Of course, we could wait. There will be potentially other opportunities. But if we want a job now during the season, given how few jobs have been available during seasons or really at any point, this is probably the best we're going to get. So I am going to take it. It's going to be a huge challenge to get this done. But they're giving me a fat stack of cash every week, so that's fine by me. Some money to spend. I think the wage budget's okay. We'll look at the squad in a minute. It's decent. They should not be in the position they're in. So there we go. Club 6 confirmed. It's Tottenham Hotspur. Is it going to improve our trophy haul? Almost certainly not. But look, we're giving up on the trophies. It's not called Glory Hunter. It's called Going Local. It's about going to different places and trying to win stuff by only signing local players for the most part. And it worked really well in Holland and Portugal and Scotland. It didn't work in France. It really didn't work in Italy. And it's probably not going to work in England. But look, we'll give it a go. We'll try it out before we go to Germany and Spain. So we are replacing Jurgen Klopp. He has obviously been sacked. Media predicted us to finish in 6th. So to be in 20th is it's not good. But we'll go through the squad in more detail in a minute. But there's some really good players, mainly the man up front who is one of the best strikers in the world. He's not Harry Kane. He's long retired, but he's still very, very good. And the philosophies, they kind of match what we do for the most part. The board only wants to finish mid-table now. They would like us to reach the final of the Europa League. Good luck with that. But yeah, look, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. It's the 150th season of Tottenham existence. And what a wonderful 150 years they have been. What have Tottenham won in this save, just out of interest, if anything? Runner-up in the Champions League, of course, back in 2019. And then in the save, they have appeared to have done nothing. They lost the Europa League final. They did win the Europa League in 2027. That's amazing. We'll see if we can emulate that success. They won the FA Cup in 2021. Okay, good. Right, brilliant. Otherwise, nothing, really. Nothing at all. Right, most importantly, I just want to make sure that John Kennedy hasn't found a job. Unlikely to, because he's not exactly, he's not really very good. But, we love him. We've got a soft spot for John. So John is going to come in as our assistant manager. Of course he is. Why would he say no? I'll see if I can bring some other guys back as well. No one else is really particularly as iconic as John for me. So we'll sort of see what we can do. But let's have a look at the old squad, because this is the key. We'll load up the tactic. Obviously, we know it works, except when it doesn't. And let's see what we are going... And let's see what we're going to be working with. Now, let's just go straight to the man up front, because this man here, he's obviously wanted by lots of other clubs. You can see why. He's not going to Inter. We're never selling him to Inter. Serge Kouassi, Frenchman, 43 goals and 73 caps for France. He is really good. Unbelievably good. 17 finishing, 18 composure, dribbling, first touch, pace, acceleration. He's nuts. He's nuts. I mean, that's his goal return of recent years since joining Spurs for £96 million. Worth every penny. Slow start to this season, as you would expect, given how bad the form of everyone has been, somehow. But, well, I think this man, as an advanced forward, which we've clearly been using to great success at Inter Milan for the most part, he's going to do really, really, really well, I think. Now, the rest of the team, from a cursory look, is not quite as good. Goalkeeper, perhaps a bit of an issue. No one truly outstanding. Diogo Azevedo is probably the best option. They've got Bazuna as well, a Man City youth player currently. We'll go with Azevedo. He is the top choice by far. We've got Matias Cerezo, and he's not even registered. I mean, he's 30 now, but that's a bit of an oversight, surely. Okay, I've just plugged in what I feel is our best sort of lineup. So, as far as I can see, obviously going to need to get to know them considerably better than I do now. There's some very good players, though. I mean, this guy, Duro Vuksha, on the left-hand side, is fantastic. Caldera is not ideal on the right-hand side for my purposes, in the sense that he's right-footed, but again, is nuts. How are they in the relegation zone? How are they bottom of the league? This guy, Feyenoord, is again, he's not Matthias, but he's really good. And it's centre-back Jefferson Aurelio. Again, it's not really many weaknesses there, apart from perhaps the passing, which we're not too concerned about. So yes, I think this team's quite good, and I don't know why they're doing so badly. There's quite a lot of depth. I mean, there seems to be slightly too many players in certain positions. Midfield is perhaps not the best. I mean, box to box is kind of. I'm going with Farincina for now. There isn't really a standout option. I mean, Devaney is a centre back. Shekas is a right back, so he probably is the best option. We've got Romario Barrow. Again, he probably should be playing, really. Apparently world class, but he's 32, so I don't know. Certainly will play a role. Gabriel Menino as well is an option. Anyway, we'll get to know them. We'll get to see what they can do, because I'm expecting big things. Not on performances so far, but still, I'm expecting some big things from this team going further forwards, unless we get sacked, obviously. And look, what we'll do, we're just going to experience it. We're going to see what happens. The challenge is dead. The challenge has long been dead, really, since we left Porto. It's just been a long downward slope. So what we will do, quite simply, is just sort of see how far we can get and what we can do and how many teams we can manage before FM22 comes out. I should say on that, I will be doing a video at some point, maybe this weekend, even not sometime soon. Not going to have much time this weekend, so there won't be International Journeyman. Not because I don't have time, but just because I haven't played any real further. It's going to take a long time to do, so that might be on a little bit of a hiatus. But we'll have another crack at the Euros and Copa America at least. But yeah, I'm going to do a video sort of just what I would like to see in FM22 at some point. And anyway, that's a complete non sequitur, because we're now managing Tottenham. Like and subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But we are managing Tottenham Hotspur, and we've got our first game against Real Sociedad. It's not really ideal. I would rather have played West Brom at home, to be honest, despite the result. But we might as well do it. We might as well just give it a go, just see what this team has to show for themselves. Right, players currently unhappy. This might be the issue. Wants to leave for continental football. Most of the starting lineup. I mean, some guys I don't really care about. Like Barco, he's 33, kind of past it. Not too concerned about him. But Kouasse and Shekas is a bit of a problem. To be honest with you, I'm a bit confused by this. So they want to leave for continental football. Have you not seen we're in the Europa League, boys? That's continental football, isn't it? What do you mean you want to be in the Champions League? Because obviously that is a bit different. But, well, if we win the Europa League, we'll be in the Champions League, won't we? So I'm not really interested in this. I'm not bothered. Literally not concerned. He wants to be in the Champions League. Well, we'll worry about that in a minute. Okay, first game in charge. It's going to be against Real Sociedad. We brought James Morrison in. We had him at Inter Milan, and Craig Gardner as well. It's a real West Brom feel. But let's see what we can do. We need to sort of get individual training set up and everything like that. Identify weaknesses to the squad. But it's a good opportunity to get off to a winning start. This is what I think is the best lineup. as we've seen. Azevedo in goal, Carter, Aurelio, Devaney and Chakas is the defence. Midfield, I'm not really sure about. I'm never really sure about midfield, really, at any club we go to. Lindbergh, Ferencina and Downey is the midfield. We've got Vuksha on the left and Caldera on the right. And Kouassi, the main man, up front. Let's see how he can do. Obviously, he wants to leave. He's not going anywhere, as far as I'm concerned. He's got 4 years on his deal, so that's fine. Okay, fans seem impressed by the team. We have dropped a few players from who apparently played last time. I expect nothing but a win to cut out the bad form. There were some tricky games that have been played, against Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City, and so on and so forth. But losing at home to West Brom is never acceptable, whatever year it is. Free kick from Caldera early on, this will be a good start. I've not set up the corner routines yet. That's a bad one. And it's going to be a bad start as well because they're countering at speed. Solomon with the ball, and he's nearly scored. I haven't set the corners up, but when was the last time it consistently proved useful, gave us lots of goals? It was Porto, wasn't it? Not here. We cut it out well. Kouassi, brilliant run from him, beats his man, one to beat, and could have gone a bit further maybe. Positive so far, positive signs defensively and offensively. I think Caldera pings it across to Vuksha, cuts inside, goes to the strike. He's really not far away, and Kouassi puts the rebound in, but he's allegedly offside. There's some sort of infringement, and it's not going to count, which I don't agree with. Yeah, it's been disallowed, and I don't really think this is very accurate or fair. We'll see. Vuksha cuts inside, great touch from him, and then, Kouassi is offside there, I suppose, but again, good opportunity. We are looking lively. This would, if we could beat Sociedad here, this would win the group, which would, of course, seal qualification to the second knockout round. We get to skip a whole round, which would be really nice. Well, pretty positive first half, but no goals to show for it. Vuksha has unfortunately been injured. I'm going to say I'm happy with the performance because I am. It's been good. Considering that they lost to West Brom a few days ago, this is quite encouraging. Yeah, Vuksha's got an injury. He's looked lively so far, but he's going to have to go off, unfortunately. No highlights in the second half, though, obviously, after the positivity of the first. I don't want to go for it too much because I think a draw at Sociedad is fine. This would give us a great chance. The final game was against St. Gallen, so realistically we should be beating them and then winning the group if we don't get all 3 points here, which it doesn't look like we're going to do. No, very uneventful second period. Even we don't appear to be getting any highlights in the final few seconds. The first half promised much, the second half did not deliver, but a 0-0 draw. What more could you hope for in your first game in charge of a new club? I'm going to say I'm happy with the performance. Let's just be really positive. We're bottom of the league. We've got to be as positive as possible. And there we go. That gives us I think we probably have, in fact, we have qualified for the second knockout round, I guess because of the head-to-head thing. So we are safely through. Vuksha's out for 2 weeks because he's got a gashed lower leg. Sure, whatever. Well, that's fine. We don't have to worry about the last game too much. That's good news. And there we go. It's an okay start. It's better than Klopp's done for the bulk of the season. We'll be back next time then for, we got a lot of very winnable games here in December. I think we're going to come back relatively soon just because of this sort of run of fixtures is looking like a lot of points, hopefully. And we'll go with a double Premier League clash. Maybe... Depends what I can do tonight. We might just come back for Brighton and Derby. If not, then Palace and West Brom maybe. The Derby game at home is something that looks quite tempting to me in terms of league position, in terms of a winnable side, I think. But anyway, we will see exactly what we do next time. That is going to be that for today. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe if you're excited to see how we get on at Tottenham. Are we going to win something with Tottenham, or are we going to get relegated to the Championship, which is a very realistic possibility if we can't turn things around, and that would be bad. That would be really bad. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.